hotel rooms at movie junkets together for many hours. It's good to see you guys. Thank you for coming out to the Booksmart little Q&A. I'm so excited to host, so I'm going to ask the cast to take their seats. Just like in first grade, there's a name for everyone, so come on in, and then they're going to introduce themselves. So, come on in. Can you find your seat? I'm going to sit here in the healthy seat.
All right. Gosh, lighting is good. Hey, what up?
Here's the boss. Okay, fabulous. We are all here. Perfect. So, welcome everyone. Now, have you all seen the movie yet? Some of you've seen the movie. What did you think? So awkward. She's right here, guys. The director's right. It's her debut. Booksmart is such a coming-of-age, fun, fresh take on female friendships. This cast is incredible, and I wanted everyone to go around and introduce yourselves one at a time, which I know is a little bit awkward, but then maybe your role, and then also, you know, kind of how you got to this spot, because I think the backstory of all of you actors is really incredible, and how Olivia found each of you. So, do you want to start?
Fire it up. All right.
Okay. You want to start off?
Okay. Austin. So what story am I telling
So, your name, who you play.
Your story. So, I am Austin Crute. I play Alan on Booksmart. Alan on Booksmart. Okay, so here is how I became Alan on Booksmart. I went to NYU and I was on spring break. So I took my spring break to LA because I was like, you know what, I'm sending so many tapes to people, let me get in some rooms for real. Yeah. So I went to spring break and then I walked into Allison Jones' office and she was like, and I read for Jared originally. Ooh. Then she was like, yo, you know what? You seem like too cool for Jared. He's not here, it's okay. Just read this. Let me just see what that is. So then I came back on Sunday because I was gonna leave that following Monday. She was like, wait, okay, don't go anywhere. You have to meet the director. And I was like, So then I came back. It was like kind of like a closed session. I was like, oh, nobody else in here, okay. And then she pops into the door. Who pops in? Olivia Wilde. Got us in the flesh. I'm like, oh my God. So then we go upstairs, I read Alan, and then next thing you know, bippity boppity boo, I'm on set.
You're on set. Okay, so you're amazing. We only have 25 minutes, so we're going to put these stories in a little tighter, but you know what? You win the Oscar tonight. Share microphones.
Hi, I'm Diana Silvers. I play Hope. And I guess how I came across the role, I was shooting something in Mississippi. I was sent the script, and originally they wanted me to read for Ryan, which I was like, I don't think that's me. And then when I got back from filming, I got the script again. They were like, okay, you can read for any one of the females, which is it was Ryan, Hope, or Haverhill, which is now known as Gigi. And I was like, Hope, 100% Hope. And I went in, and Olivia was like, Hope.
Did you know right away?
I had a very good feeling. But that was a really fun example of then Kaitlyn came in I was like, where is she? And she's right in front of me. She came in to read with Diana, and it was really great to involve Kaitlyn in the casting because she helped me realize, she was like, yes, this is it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Mason Gooding. I play Nick in the movie Booksmart. I auditioned for Molly, but clearly I didn't. That's fine.
Sorry.
That's okay. You do a much better job than I could have. But after booking Nick, just because you had mentioned NYU, I was in NYU.
Woo!
And yeah, listen, man.
Booksmart.
And I dropped out because of this movie. I dropped out of NYU. The film took up so much time, and I couldn't be.
Booksmart, pulling people away from their education.
Needless to say, I didn't look back. I think this movie is phenomenal. It was a bunch of fun to make, and everybody here is amazing, and I thank God every day.
I love it.
Victoria.
Hello, I'm Victoria. I play Ryan. And I've never even done this before. I'm a skateboarder. My friend Mikey Alfred, who's worked with Allison Jones before, I guess she had him up and was like, hey, do you know anyone who would fit this role? I fit the role.
Yeah, you play.
Hi, I'm Katie Silverman. I'm one of the writers and producers. My story is very similar to Austin's. I heard about this project. It was going to be produced by Anna Perna and Gloria Sanchez and directed by Olivia Wilde, and that's basically the best email you ever get in your whole life. And just will be lucky about this. It's the luckiest thing I've ever been a part of, and the best. I went full emotion, no comedy.
Big time ditto. I came on as Haverhill, which is why we changed the name, because it's really still hard to pronounce. But I really like the name. If anyone's named that, I'm sorry. But I came in to read for Gigi, and honestly was shook by my audition. I went in and honestly, for lack of a better term, shit the bed, in my opinion, and was basically like, I forgot the lines the first time, messed up the second time, and it basically became like a self-deprecating stand-up thing where I was like, it's going great, it's all fine, it's okay. And I ended up getting so comfortable with Olivia in that room that I somehow got the scene right. Maybe the 7th,
Yeah, tell me about this.
5 seconds of walking in the door. She was so hilarious. In her forgetting which sides to pull out of her bag and the chaos that ensued, I knew she was my Gigi forever.
I love Gigi. I'm not Gigi,
Sorry.
but I love her. I want to be her so bad. You just need pop up in the weirdest places. Okay.
I don't have a mic.
Oh, you do.
Okay. Hello. I'm Kaitlyn and I play Amy in the movie. I read this incredible script about 4 years ago and immediately fell in love with it. I waited forever. I put it first on the top of my list. I made sure that I was like a part of this movie. And then 2 years later, Olivia came on, and she had so many wonderful ideas, and still wanted me to be a part of it. I thought she was like, "No, we're gonna go somewhere else." I always was like hoping that I wasn't gonna get fired. And then she said in her first meeting, she said, "No one else is playing Molly than Beanie Feldstein. Like, we're not making this movie without her." And take it away.
I smell a compliment off.
I first read the script about 3 years ago, originally to play a different role, and then when Olivia came on, I got this call from my agent that was like, "Hey Bean, Olivia Wilde wants to have lunch with you." I was like, "You called Beanie Feldstein? Are you sure you called the right person?" They're like, yeah, we called the right person. I'm like, I don't think you did, because that doesn't make sense in my brain. And Liv was doing 1984 on Broadway at the time, and I was doing Hello Dolly, and we had lunch, or like coffee, in Times Square, which is the only reason we do that, is if you have to work on 44th Street, as we both did. But it felt very like New York, very cool. We were like before shows. And Olivia like pitched Booksmart, and it was like there was no better director for a script that I had read a year and a half before. It just like, it like came off the page when she was talking about it, and she pitched it like training day for high school. And I was like, I know exactly what you mean. And we just had the most like insane lunch, and then at the end she was like, "And I want you to play Molly," and I was like, what? And it was just literally the best thing that ever happened in my life. On to Noah.
Hi, I'm Noah Galvin. I play George. When I first came into audition, I auditioned for Alan, and George wasn't in the movie. But then
it was Sneha, and then
yes.
Sneha became George after your
Yes,
audition.
a girl named Sneha became a white boy named George. Yeah, but it was really special, and I think we got to like find George together throughout the process of this movie. They sort of saw how crazy I was when I first showed up, and they were like, okay. And then George blossomed from there.
Hi, I'm Jessica Elbon. I'm one of the producers. I was lucky enough to also get the script sent to me from Annapurna, and at the time only Kaitlyn was attached, and I knew I had to be a part of it. And we were looking to re-put it together, and Olivia and I had been friends for years, and I sent it to her, and then was lucky enough again that she responded, and then put together this dream cast and made the masterpiece that is Booksmart.
Yeah.
So y'all, I'm Eduardo Franco, and I play Theo. Yeah. And so I found it on Craigslist. And they were like, yo, you don't gotta get nude for this one. So I was like, let's do that. Now, I had 2 auditions that day. I remember the first one was like, I'm not gonna say where, just cause like, I would love to go back. But security guards were like being hella mean to me that day. They were just like, we don't know who you are, you can't come in. And I was like, I got an audition right now, bro, and then I got another one. And they were just like, not having it. And so they called reinforcements. I was there for like 20 minutes, rushed into that one. That one, you know, well, I'm sitting here because I didn't get that one. So then I went to, well, I got there late for this one, and I was reading for Nick, and I had this whole spiel that I was gonna put into it, and then I forgot all the lines, kind of like Billy, and I remember Olivia Wilde saying, "It's great, you're good, you're fine," and I was like, "Fuck no!" And then, but here we are now. Thank you.
Nico and I share mics. I just wanted to be in a movie with Beanie Feldstein, my best friend, and to work with Olivia Wilde and Katie Silverman and Jessica. I just wanted to do anything to be part of it, so I just came in and was so nervous. And Olivia just made me feel so comfortable, and Allison did, and I'm just so lucky that I get to be a part of it. And I play AAA.
Stop it, I'm Nico Haraga. I play Tanner.
Yeah.
I went in for the role of, or I self-paid for Jared, and then I went in for Nick.
Come for his role.
And then I got Tanner. I am also a skateboarder. I dabble with acting here and there. But
You got a sneaker collab.
Skateboarding, yeah, do some stuff with some sneakers. But I'm mostly here as just an entertainer and to keep people happy. And I'm very grateful for this role, and I have a second family.
I love this. So as you can, this is why I wanted everyone to sort of introduce themselves. Now you see, this is like the craziest, best group of people.
And I will say, you know, it's funny to think about the audition process because each of these actors created these roles. We may have had roles written that we had them in to read, but what happened is when they read them, they transformed them and we created this movie together. So this movie is made by this group. Everybody's DNA is a part of it. These characters don't exist with other actors. And I'm very, very proud of them.
I wanted to start with Jessica. Jessica, what was it like in a Avengers, which we love, but like a super spacey, big budget, blockbuster world to put and work on a movie like this that has a heart and a soul and is like just about people and relationships and no one has a special power. Although, I mean, yes you do, but in a different way.
I mean, for me, I just enjoy working on movies that I myself want to see and movies that feel real and true to the time and to sort of what's going on right now. So when I read the script, I knew that it would be a movie that I would want to see and a movie that hadn't been made yet for this generation, and then being able to make it with Olivia, who I knew and Katie would bring so much to it, was just sort of undeniable. So I just approached things by what do I want to see and what do I want to be a part of.
But you bring up a really important point that like these mid-level movies aren't made anymore.
Yes.
And for a company to take it on, you know, we were really lucky that Annapurna let us go nuts with it and cast exactly who we wanted, which is something that I will be grateful for forever. But it was really inspiring to be a part of something that was not the obvious choice for what to make in this marketplace. It was like we were making it because we wanted it to be made. But you know, it wasn't like corporate studio people in a room looking at a graph being like, one of these needs to be made. You know, certainly did not. We just willed it into being.
It's amazing. Do you ever get nervous? You seem confident, and also you're one of those stars in Hollywood that I think everyone's like, you know what, if I could be friends with someone, it would be that Olivia Wilde. She seems like a good time. But you seem so confident and sure in your choices, but I'm assuming some of this was daunting.
Well, absolutely. But you know, I think there's a confidence that comes from doing something that you really feel good about, that you're really proud of. And this was something I gave my entire heart and soul to, and I think the headline that I take away from that is it's worth it. It's worth it to give your heart and soul to something. It's terrifying because you just leap into it with reckless abandon, but this was the most fulfilling, inspiring experience of my career. So at this point, actually, in the shoes of a director for the first time on a feature level, I feel more confident than ever. I think that happens when you find your correct sort of role. You're like, oh, okay, I feel good now.
Ooh, sit in that. I want to talk to the two ladies. How much of this was improv and how much of this was on the page?
I never sat this far apart.
Do you guys want to hold hands in the middle?
I don't know. I mean, it depended on the day, really. And Olivia was so loose with us. I will say the dancing was sort of like a spur of the moment sort of thing at the beginning of the movie where I pull up to Molly's house and I get out of the car and we just start dancing. That was really supposed to be just Amy pulls up, Molly comes down the stairs and they drive away. And then I just decided to get out of the car.
Got right out of the car. Katie Silverman's incredible writing.
It was already on the
It's
page.
sung off the page. Like, you knew these girls, their banter and their wit and all the comedy comes from their intelligence and their love for each other, which we just were so obsessed with. So there were so many scenes that we wanted to stay directly to the page because her writing is that incredible. I'm literally gonna start crying over it so much. But there were also other scenes where you want it to be loose and it's two friends in their bedroom gabbing versus like that witty banter that goes back and forth. So it just depended on the scene. And then the fight scene, we stuck very, very close to the script because there are certain moments that are so beautifully arced out through Katie's writing and through Olivia's vision for the project that there were certain scenes that were there, and then there were certain scenes like the compliments and stuff where it was a bit.
And I will say that Olivia created a no sides or no script on set rehearsal rule, which is really, really great because we all came in so prepared, and then once we were all prepared and we were there creating the setup and how we wanted the scene to go, we were able to be loose and fun with it. Beanie and I were rehearsing together at our apartment non-stop because we realized we talked the whole time.
We approached it like Molly and Amy too. We were like, right, this is a week.
Okay, so
check off each scene. We're gonna highlight them. We were like, really, it was embarrassing how big binders, labels, and colors. So it was
I love this. Yeah. Hey, what's a no script on script? Tell us about this.
I stole that role from Martin Scorsese.
Who?
A guy named I worked for him and I was blown away by what happens when actors are not allowed to bring sides on set because it means that they are free to create, and with a very short schedule like we have 26 days to shoot the film, I needed them to be ready when they got there to just play. And what was amazing is that this cast is so brilliant that was no big deal. I think there's like much more experienced actors who would have been terrified by that rule, and they were like, no problem, watch me work. So I'm very, very proud, but I think half of the brilliance you see in the movie, if you see it, is because of the energy they brought that day and their looseness and their willingness to give it their all.
Tonight on Entertainment Tonight, what director, first-time director Olivia Wilde stole from Mark Scorsese?
Let's say his name right. Yeah, I love it. No, we're not using that. I didn't say Scorsese, but it was anyway.
Okay, before we have our group compliment off, which is how I want to end this panel, I do want us all to share, because this is the beginning of press for you guys, and you are such a great group of human beings. I wanted to go around for one more round robin, in which each one of you will say one sentence, Austin, which is your... Okay, one sentence which is your teenage secret that no one knows about you. A secret from your teenage years that no one knows. You hoarded Polly Pockets. You ate exclusively toaster strudels for 1 year. Like, whatever your teenage secret is,
That's
okay?
a good secret to have.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, start us off.
I have 2 missing teeth.
That's good. Missing teeth? Those are fake?
These 2, the insides.
They never grew in?
They never were there, thank you God.
Well, you look great now.
Yes, thank you. Getting my permanent sense out.
Oh, I got it.
Teenage.
I know the lyric to every Taylor Swift song literally ever written, ever released on an album or just to YouTube. I know it.
Wow, I like it. Yes, I like it.
I used to gather lunch money my mom would give me to save up for video games.
That's good. That's a hustle.
I mean, I was hungry, but my God, was it worth it?
You've got this.
You got this.
Yeah, like my senior year, I ate Jack in the Box every morning.
I failed my driving test 4 times.
That's shocking. You drove the American Champion Sweetheart Prize possession Olivia Wilde with that driving record?
It was okay. In DC, there's a lot about like backing up and parallel parking, and I didn't realize there was a time limit. I can get into it later.
Break it down.
First of all, driving tests are really hard, and that makes total sense. And I don't know. Mine's kind of benign. I used to sneak out and go to Denny's.
Hell yeah! Thank you.
Denny's is delicious.
I love Denny's.
I had an obsession with Chris Angel, the episode of his.
Sorry, Kaitlyn, you had? All right. Wow, this is going to such dark places.
I went and saw his show at the Luxor in Vegas when I was 14.
The only time I ever got detention was for eating a croissant out of my backpack in the library. And I was trying to sneak it like bit by bit, but they caught me, and I feel like that really sums me up.
I went to high school in Midtown Manhattan, and during acting class, me and my friends would ask to rehearse our scenes outside of class, and we would sprint to nearby bars that didn't card, and we would do shots and then run back to class and perform our scenes. Never well.
I was addicted to prank calling. Legitimately.
Give us an example.
Oh, I got a detective came after me. It was like a real problem.
Jesus Christ.
Follow that.
I don't have a seat. I don't know. I was very honest. I don't know. A secret? Or can I just state something that I did when I was a teenager?
Yeah, we love that.
We love that. Okay, something that I did as, okay, high school, the one time I got, well, one out of the 2 times I got suspended is that I yelled at my English teacher.
Oh, there you go.
And in this movie, you love your English teacher.
She doesn't lose my homework, so that's why I love her. That lady, nicer name.
I drove into a parked car, completely sober on a summer's day, because I had a crush on a gardener that worked on the house, and I was trying to see if he was out there. And I drove into a parked car and destroyed my car and that car, like around the block from my house, so all the neighbors came over. And it was so sad.
What happened with the gardener?
He wasn't into me.
Principal Lucinda.
Oh my God.
You were looking for me during recess. I was in the library in like the cartoon section kissing Chloe.
Where you at, Chloe?
Were you at
Recess?
Yeah.
That was amazing. Okay, last but not least.
I got a tattoo when I was 13 on St. Mark's in Manhattan, and he just asked for cash, and I just bent over, because yes, it's a tramp stamp. And I regret it, don't do it.
Olivia! Jeez!
It's a dragon.
Would you have put this group together knowing what you know now?
Even more so. Even more qualified.
I love that. Okay, so for our last thing, the best part of this movie, which I'm stealing for my entire life moving forward, is the compliment off. And so what I thought it would be really fun if Olivia, I thought you should be the ringleader since you're the director. I thought you should go around and compliment off with all your castmates.
Okay, great.
So you can just stand up, start wherever you want.
Okay, I'll do the same order we've been doing. Awesome.
Okay.
How dare you?
Make sure you have a microphone. Get on a microphone. You're gonna have to.
You are being so awesome and fly and funny and a beautiful dancer. How dare you have all of these? How dare you be such a multi-talented?
You just come in here with this Paddington 2 realness. Everything that you just need to serve us, I'm just glowing off of your.
How dare you? I'll consider forgiving you. Diana? Really? Really? You think it's okay? You think it's okay to be this nice when you're that beautiful? That's not allowed. That's not allowed. Stand down.
Okay, but the same could be said about you, because you literally have like the chiseled face of a Greek goddess, and you're an insane actress, and you can direct a film. I mean, are you kidding?
No, I'm not.
Are you actually
I'm
really
not.
just like an apparition?
It makes
I don't
me
even.
I'm very angry, both of you. Furious with both of you. Mason? What? Okay, it's just sound the alarm bells. A new hunk is in the building. You hunky hunk of all hunks. You just stroll into the audition room with all this humility, and then you turn out to be the hunkiest who learns a dance choreography sequence in like 5 minutes, having never danced before. How dare you? You're now contemporary dancer.
Hey, I don't need to take that from you looking as good as you do, being as smart and talented as you. You know what? I appreciate you being a great role model for the kids, too. What you think I dropped to it?
We'll deal with that later. Oh, Victoria, you're just gonna skate on in here. I'm just a skateboarder, I've never done this before. And then you beat out about 400 girls for this role just by being you. How dare you?
Alright, let me just say that. Even before I met you, I've wanted to be roommates and like have sleepovers and like just talk about things like just straight up. Like, I'm just associating, like, I just want to be your friend, like.
And now you can't escape?
And now we're friends, like,
oh no. Who gave you permission? Who gave you permission to be the most genius, the most lovely, the most hilarious, the most warm, the most awesome, the most prolific, visionary Nora Ephron of today? I bow down. Who gave you permission to be like that?
I need someone with good service to get their phone out and call 911 because all that there's left to do is arrest her. We can't let her live in this country. She's the smartest, coolest, nicest, most inspiring. You can't be good at this meeting. She had like 10 already. That's the limit. There are no more. I need someone to call Kamala. I need someone to call Ted Lieu. Where are we? I'm out of shift. I create this government Police, FBI, we need to lock her up. It's the only way.
Billie Lourd, I'm gonna need you to leave the building because we can't handle this much brilliance in one room. It's not fair, things will explode. I don't understand how you think you could just be a member of Earth's community without destroying the planet with your incredible energy. It's gonna blow up, it's gonna blow up. So what are you doing to the Earth?
How dare you set the bar so high that someone's so short that can't reach it? I'm only 5'2" and the bar is like all the way at Saturn and I can't climb that high. It's really, really stressful. But also at the same time so inspirational and beautiful and I want to grow up to be you and I'm gonna cry. Take her away.
Like, take it away, take her away, get her out of here.
What?
Sorry?
Sorry? Are you an angel on us?
You!
Is there an angel in the house?
I don't know, Alex is
Breaking heaven?
I'm blinded by the
Oh my
light
God.
of this angel.
I'll get you.
I think I need to combine you two.
Yeah,
because
let's do it.
the only thing that's more
Let's do
insane than one of you is both of you together.
Here
So
we
let me
go.
just
Pardon me, you're
say-
just gonna wear a ring right there like it's normal? Just gonna your little ring right there. Like it's a normal thing to pull off day to day. Just a daily ring today?
You're
Pardon
gonna
me.
wear blue eyeliner, yellow eyeliner? What is this? Setting the bar?
I can't look right at it.
It's the sun, and I can't look right at
I'm
it.
blind from your beauty.
Yeah.
Just that much love and inspiration every day?
Every fucking
single day. Okay.
You have to be every
You're
single
doing-
one.
Right.
Listen, what have you done? You've made me fall in love so deeply, I'll never recover.
Just gonna think about that as I fall asleep. It's so great, right?
You ruined my life, you're all I think about. I love you so much.
I love
Together
you.
till the end, you're stuck with me. No!
You sexy Irish poet looking ass motherfucker with this gorgeous balayage and this beautiful, beautiful subtle way.
I don't know how we allowed you to be here because he's on Broadway right now.
I certainly didn't.
And you just casually mentioned you'd get wasted during class and still ended up the best fucking actor of all time.
Well,
You can do
okay.
everything we try to do while drunk. Thanks a lot. We rewrote the movie for Noah because he's so brilliant we had to add him into every scene. So how dare you? You made the movie more expensive.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Jessica Album. How dare you dare me to do this movie?
How dare you make me so right?
Just casually driving down Sunset, leans over, says, "You should read Booksmart." And I was like, "What is that?" She's like, "You'll see." And then it changed my life forever and ever. I love you. I'm so appreciative of that dare. I want to pass it on. Dare someone around you to be better and go for their dreams. That's what Jessica did for me.
What?
What?
Say it!
I'll say it.
Say it in my fucking face!
I'll say it. Your hair is the most luxurious beauty I've ever seen in my life. I want to wrap the whole world in it because it would solve all our problems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to come at me with?
Yeah, you're like,
Okay.
oh, I guess I wash it. I could in a million years achieve that luster.
Well, well, you know, why don't you, it's a Game Boy, I'm down with open carry, baby. Well, how dare you, okay, you're gonna have to call ICE or Sheriff Joe Arpaio to deport my natural Mexican ass, because how dare you allow a Mexican boy to see his dreams come true?
Because I had to, because you left me no choice. How dare you leave me no choice? There is no stopping you, and there is none. Your dreams will continue to become bigger and bigger, and they will all come true, because you are you.
Thank you more.
Thank you more.
Thank you first.
Thank you first before you said it.
Thanks.
Molly Gordon. Oh,
Olivia
you're just gonna be you? You're just gonna go from being my co-star in Love the Coopers?
Hey!
What? To being the most brilliant AAA who walked in and landed that audition so hardcore that we were like, oh, that's what this movie's about? Thank you for showing us that this is a movie about women accepting other women and stopping to perpetuate the cycle of abuse. By the patriarchy, and you are the one who's taking it down in this movie. You're incredible. I love you. And how dare you not tell me you could sing like that until I saw you on stage in Alice by Heart and you broke my heart. How dare you be I love you.
How dare you for saying any of that? How dare you be an incredible mother to your gorgeous children? How dare you shoot a movie in 26 days that's better than any movie ever? How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you show up in a pantsuit?
I'll consider forgiving you for how much I love you. Nico, Hiraga. You strolled into our lives and you redefined Spicoli. And you Tanner. And the only thing that is better than you in this movie is you every day on set making our lives better, making it a more fun project. We worked 4 weeks of nights on this movie, everybody, and Nico kept everybody smiling. How dare you be the most cheerful, hilarious, warm, loving person who, by the way, loves his parents so much. And I love them and I love
I'm
them.
a sensitive guy.
Yeah, but you think you can just be you.
Olivia!
What?
How dare you, at one point, in all of our motherfucking lives, including my man in the back with the blue button down right here, handsome devil, including my man in the front here, including my man with the Star Wars shirt. How dare you, including all the beautiful women here, at some point in our lives, be our biggest crush. How dare you? How dare you?
You left me no choice. It's all your fault. Everything that's great and wonderful in the world is all your fault.
She is so great.
Say you're welcome to the internet today for that greatness, because someone is better be zooming that over Wi-Fi to their editors and getting it edited up and put up right away, because that was brilliant. Congratulations, Olivia. Congratulations to the cast. The movie's going to be massive. It is now our jobs to tell everyone about how great it is. So go, shout, tweet, Insta, post, review, tomatoes, all the things.
We're up against this little indie called Aladdin, so if you wouldn't mind.
You know what I mean? Okay, congratulations and bye.
Thank you so much.